Hi, I'm John Grove, and this is the 2-Minute Message. You know, you learn a lot about people when you first meet them. Listen to them carefully. I find it's very interesting when I'm talking with someone new in my life, when they tell me significant things about themselves, and then they ask me questions about myself. And when we're in a discussion, we not only share opinions, but we ask one another each other's views. I think that is the most healthy way to converse and get to know people. But you know, I've lived long enough to realize that there are plenty of people around who, when they're introduced or who get into a conversation, will talk and talk and tell and never turn it around and ask you a question. It's as if they seem to know everything, or they seem to want a lecture, or they need no more information and they're not interested in anything coming from you. They're just pretty much interested in hearing themselves talk. Proverbs 15:14 says, "Discerning people are hungry to learn, but the mouths of fools feed on folly." Those that are hungry to learn are constantly growing, but those who don't try to learn and don't really care to learn or are afraid to do so are those who, after a while, when they speak, you begin to hear foolishness and you know they don't know so much after all. People who always are telling and not asking are people with a heart problem. And the heart problem is they are their own God, and they do not in actuality believe there is a God bigger than they are. No, a much healthier attitude is to be open to what God has to teach us in 1,000 opportunities each day, and thereby not being constrained to the small image in which they were. The answer to last week's quiz is rejoice in the Lord always. The question this week in our quiz is, whose friends did God rebuke for their wise advice because it was actually foolish?